today's Dollar Store Teacher Challenge is on location in Trisha's classroom because everything that we're about to show you, or I'm about to show you, and we'll talk about later on in this episode or after school today, because school's about, the kids are about to come back in, is related to Dollar Tree in some form or fashion. So let's get to it. Alright, so it looks really cool in here, right? Well, the reason we're doing this as a Dollar Tree challenge, I guess, or Dollar Store Teacher Challenge, is because a lot of what Trisha did for this room transformation that she's done for a few years, most of it comes from the Dollar Tree. So I wanted to show just how easy it is to transform your room with Dollar Tree tablecloths. We've talked about this before in episodes, but really it's just buying Dollar Tree tablecloths or plastic tablecloths, and we hang them from the ceiling using paper clips. And all I do to make sure that those stay up there is I just tape some mailing tape around the corners. And we've used these for, I think, 3 or 4 years now for different themes in the classroom. We just throw them in a tub and they stay in there and they last. Some are starting to grip up, but very cheap way to transform your room for a day, for whatever it may be. But the cool part about the Mario theme that she did this year is she added a lot of activities from the Dollar Tree too, and that's why I came in today, because I told her, let's do this as a challenge. So let's take a look. All right, so a little quick background here. This idea stemmed from an idea we saw from our friends Hope and Wade King, and then Trisha kind of adapted it for her classroom based on the interest of a student. So we had seen some transformations going on with Super Mario Brothers from them and then online, and we just adapted it in the most cheap way, I guess, possible for her classroom. I've used the same tablecloths for ocean type things before, but it worked really well in her room, and it reached a student that needed to be reached in an engaging way. And then it went over so well that year that she did it the next year, and this is year 3, I think. 3, Trisha's gonna talk to, but I'm just giving you an intro. The year 3 of this transformation, and let's talk Dollar Store stuff now and how you can bring something to life like this in your classroom. So we're gonna have Trisha come on. Hey Trisha!
Hey!
We're back in her classroom, and I know that I haven't done a lot of vlogs from here recently because I've been so busy, but so how did the day start? That's the coolest part.
So we started out in the hallway and I just surprised them. They came in and they saw all of Mario World, and they were so pumped to find out what was going to happen during the day that it was super exciting.
So Trisha's principal was just in here talking about the day, and before I was talking to him for a little while, and he was going on. He said it was kind of like Black Friday. Like the kids were just like trying to peek through the door and like stumbling over the hallway trying to get in. They were super excited to get in here. When I came in, they acted like I had never seen it before. They're like, Mr. Peterson, we're in Mario World right now, and they were so excited. So let's get into the Dollar Store Challenge stuff, because this is stuff that you can take and adapt for any thing that you're doing. It doesn't have to be Mario themed, but it worked out perfect for this theme that she's doing in her classroom. And the first one has to do with this cool little road that she made just with some construction paper and, is that tape?
It's just construction
paper. One of the favorite games that Trish and I like to play, we don't really play video games that often, but when we do with the kids, we love to play Mario Kart. So that's where she came up with this idea, and then I'll let her tell you about it because it's her idea.
So like Adam said, all I did was take a bunch of black construction paper, I taped it together, and then I took some white construction paper and glued it on top, and then just stuck it through the laminator to make this big long racetrack. And then at Dollar Tree, I found Hot Wheels. So I got several different ones for the kids to be able to have some choice on what cars they wanted to be able to race. And then I took some numbers. We're working on 2-digit addition right now, so I just typed up some numbers real quick and put them on the side of the racetrack. And what they did is they raced their car down the road, and whatever number their car landed closest to, they wrote that one down. And then someone else in the group took another car, raced it down the road, and found what number it landed closest to. And then they wrote that one down, and then they added those two numbers together. And they were practicing their addition, they were using teamwork, and they were having fun. They were totally engaged. Another Dollar Tree product I used were these little cones. They're in the teacher section, but I just turned them around and used them for the starting line. That's where they had to start their racing from. So
it was awesome.
It was cheap, but they loved it.
And that was the coolest part. So I told Trisha, we were talking about this in the car. I was coming from the airport, and I was like, oh, we should try to find like Mario Kart Hot Wheels. But then we were like, no, this is cheap, and the kids don't understand. And this one is perfect. She even says, like, this is like a, what's the, like a King Bowser? Is that his name?
Yeah.
See, I don't even, like, it looks like a car he would drive, right? So it was perfect because it was cheap too. But I was here during this day, and when she says they were loving it, like, kids were doing other fun games too, but they're like, when do I get to go? When do I get to go? When do I get to go? They kept wanting to come do this. And it's just a simple thing of Hot Wheels and construction paper, but they thought they were playing Mario Kart. So
Right.
it was pretty awesome. All right, another cool thing that I got to witness, that was a lot of fun. Somehow you split the kids into teams this morning before I came.
I split them all into teams, so all the activities we did, they had a group of 4 that they were working with the whole day.
So when I came, I saw whiteboards with like tally marked points. They were getting points for different things that they were doing throughout the day. But I got to witness a team game. They were doing relay races, just keeping time and then marking down to see who got the fastest time. Just a fun brain break that they did. So she could have very easily turned on a song or done a dance, but this was a great brain break because they got to cheer each other on, and they really were cheering for each other with balloons and party blowers. What did you do?
Right, so just took a whole bunch of white balloons and blew them up to look kind of like Yoshi eggs. And then I took party blowers. These are from Dollar Tree too. They actually were Lego Happy Birthday ones, and I took the Happy Birthday. It just slides right off really easily. And this was to represent Yoshi's tongue. So they had a starting line and a finish line, and they were just doing what Adam just said, a relay race with this as Yoshi's tongue, and they would just blow it.
You missed.
It's harder than
It is harder than I think. Look at the videos. It's harder than it looks.
So they had so much fun with it, and we purely did this as a brain break, but it could easily be used as an academic thing. Like you could write words on it that they could read, any kind of words to the balloon that the kids could read before they go or when they're done. Math problems that they could answer.
But it wouldn't even have to be on the balloon either. You could put sight word cards around the room if there's a race to a certain word.
Right,
Like, say
right.
spell a word, they get there first. Graph how many times it took them to hit it to a spot. But as a brain break, it really was that, and they had so much fun doing it, and it just tied to the theme of this whole day.
Right.
They had so much fun with it. So there you go, like 2 quick ideas from Dollar Tree. Here's the challenge part of this though. Trish used this in a Super Mario themed event, so she made Mario Kart and Yoshi eggs. What else could you use Hot Wheels, cones, and those kinds of things to turn into something else? Maybe it's a race theme. Maybe it's, I don't know what else these could be. That's where we leave it up to you guys. So awesome job, Trisha. Great Dollar Tree ideas and a super fun day. I'll just roll some video out here, but we'll see you soon. Good job.